Well, finally getting the old M37 over to the shop. It's pretty crunchy. Seems to roll okay though. We got a working speedometer. How about that? And she's still counting miles. Alright, moving right along. See if we can get the engine to crank and run. First, we have to address one issue, oil leak. With the oil filter container, there's a metal line that goes alongside the block. It's spraying oil out right there. We know it's building oil pressure, which is very good, but we'll get this line off and replace on that first. Alright, got the oil line out of there, so we'll just have to go to the parts store, get some tubing, get the new fittings. We'll just build our own. Here's where it was rotted out. You can see a good little section of it right there behind that clamp. I'm sure that's where it started. Well, I thought we were going to get rained out this evening. No, says I. We got a mobile rain guard. So, got some tubing, fixed oil line. We got our tubing benders, our flaring tools. So basically, we'll just have to kind of eyeball it, really. Just kind of stick it in there. I'll get me a marker. Just put a little mark. Bend it, pull it back out, stick it back in there. So I'll show you when I get it done. Alrighty, well, got the line in there. Got her tight. Just had to make a couple turns. Came back to the oil canister where the oil filter is, and so now we'll move on to draining and changing the oil, and hopefully we can fill the carburetor, fill the bowls through the vent, and spin her over. Maybe she'll fire and make some noise. Alright, we're gonna try and start it. Got a couple batteries on here, and we know the starter switch is stuck, so I'm just gonna have to jam the wire on the post for right now. Put the key on. Let's see if we can feed her a little bit of fuel. Hopefully get some in the bowls, and maybe she'll pick up a little bit. I know that on some of these there's a little check valve in here, but we'll see if we can. Yeah, it sounds like she's taking it. Yeah, a lot of times what I like to do, go to the grocery store, get you a ketchup squirter, put you some 2-cycle oil in there. These old rigs like this that hadn't ran in a while, give it some top end lubrication on it, if and when maybe if it does start. So we'll go with that. Give her a little whiff there, and guess we'll jam the starter in Tokyo drift mode and see what happens. Here we go. Oh, she wants to. I think she wants to live. Uh-oh. There we go. The old starter's a little sticky. Yeah. Oh, she's running. What do you know about that? Well, we could tune and tweak on it a little bit, but she runs. All right, well, tried her a couple more times. I think about it got her primed up. I'm gonna give her another drink. Yeah, there she goes. I think the bowls are full there. Floats are shutting it off. Oh yeah. Fire starting material. Alright. Let's see what that does. Give her just a little bit of throttle. Come on now. There we go. Oh, she ran out of fuel already. Damn, she's thirsty. Alright. I think we got that combination figured out. So, fill the bowl. Okay. Full. Give her a little bit of whiff there. Spin her over. She don't last long. She likes the fuel. All right, we'll try and get her idling just for a second. Maybe we can catch it on film. Alright, well, out of fuel again. Go figure. Alright, here we are at the M37 again. I had to fix the throttle return spring. There it is. End of it was broke off, so just kind of fixed it back on there and hooked it back up. Got all the linkages and everything freed up, so You can give it throttle from inside the cab. But got this little temporary tank I'm gonna hang up here and put the hose on, try and gravity feed it. Maybe we can hear it run for longer than 5 seconds at a time. But got our batteries on boil mode. We'll give her another go here in a minute. Alright. I got her hooked up to see if she's gonna fire and idle for a couple minutes. Temporary IV hooked up here. Throttle spring put back on. All our linkages free. Give her a little whiff of gasoline there. So I know the accelerator pump's probably not working. But keys on. Here we go. Trying. I'm gonna set my phone up, see if I can reach the gas pedal over there. Try that. Ready. Might be a little bit flooded. Alright, so we're back at the M37 again. So we've improvised our temporary IV gas tank fuel supply. Some people may even call it a fire hazard, but we don't need that negativity. We're gonna make a fire. Got a boat primer bulb. Give her a few pumps. Yeah. See what that does. All right, I'm gonna give it another test fire for the M37. We got our improvised IV hooked up. Here's our fuel pump. Aaron's gonna be running that for me. See if we can get her to set and idle for a minute. Circulate some of the fluids around. Hopefully the batteries are hanging there for one more start. There we go. Looks like it's missing on a couple of cylinders. I still got plugs and wires to put on it too. There we go. It's idling. Pretty quiet. It's not bad at all. See if we can idle it down just a little bit more. There we go. That sounds a little bit better. What do you think? It lives. Alright, we'll shut her off right there. And the key even works. I think that starter's still running. Definitely gonna have to pull that off and service that up. Alright, we're back at the M37. Give you a quick look around, show you what I'm doing today. Just gonna kind of finish cleaning her up. I got most of the stuff out with a little dust broom and got it out by hand. Got all the crud out back there. I'll go around and show you the other side. This whole thing's pretty crunchy around the edges. There's the edge of the floor, and it's starting to rot out pretty good, but it's still pretty solid. There's the battery box. Got some pretty big flakes in there. It's barely even rotten. You really want the batteries to, fall out the bottom of the truck when you put it in Tokyo drift mode, is, for counterweight, going around corners. But instead of a pressure washer, we're going to be using this truck here, brush truck from the volunteer fire department. Did some work to the pump, new carburetor, muffler tune up, washed the fuel tank out, what have you, changed the oil, serviced it up. So I'll get this thing fired up, get it cleaned up a little bit more, and then we're gonna address the starter and clutch pedal, get those freed up. Today's task is what will be included. The window seals, pretty rotten too. Good thing is everything's replaceable. These will actually fold out, but we'll wait till we get it cleaned up to start trying to open windows and whatnot. Bath time. Good thing is, it's got plenty of holes in the bottom for everything to drain out. Alright, well, we got some tools laid out. I'm going to get inside here and see if we can get some of these access panels off and on the transmission cover. And get in there and take a look at the top side of the transmission, see what's going on with the pedals, and maybe even gain some access to the starter on the back of the engine. But we'll see. Yeah, I can't wait to ride in a new truck either, huh? Alright, well, about at a stopping point today on the M37. Got all the panels moved on the floor, and we can access the starter, get that work free. There's just a lever and a return spring that's stuck. So I'll go around the other side. And, yeah, got her cleaned up. Got all the covers off where we can see what we're working with and kind of learn on it a little bit, figure out what's going on. Here's the driver's side to get a good look. Clutch pedal comes down. Clutch and brake pedal are on the same rod. It goes through the frame. I don't know if you can see. Anyway, it comes across here and it's got another rod that comes up, and then this is the clutch fork. This is where it's frozen up at. So, see what we can do to get it moving again before we pull the transmission. I hope we don't have to do that, but we do. Anyway, we're at a stopping point. We're gonna kind of soak everything down real good and let it set overnight. Well, here we are again. Day, whatever, however many days I've been working on this thing now. But I'm working on the clutch and the starter. So we got the clutch freed up. Hopefully it's enough to get it in gear. I think it is. And we got the starter lever loosened up too, so we can put that panel back on there. Put our deal here, foot pedal, whatever you want to call it. I don't know the actual name for it. Sticks out through the floor and you push it with your foot to start it. So we're gonna put some batteries in it. See if I can get it moved. If it does, well, we're gonna put it on the concrete so I can work on it a little more. I think it's earned a spot on the slab in front of the shop. So welcome back to the shop. We're gonna work on the M37 a little bit. I'm pretty sure it needs a carb kit, but sometimes what I like to try, you can It's got a drain for the bowl, and then I pulled out a fuel mixture adjuster there. And then on this side, there was another jet of some sort with a little emulsion tube. There we go. Sometimes you can just pull the things out like that, kind of blast them out with some carb cleaner and maybe a little bit of air, and she might run a little bit better. But we're gonna try that, wash around in there and blow her out, see what happens. All right, we got to put it back together. We'll try it one time. Like I said, it's pretty sure the accelerator pump is gone, but sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. We'll fill our bowl up. There we go. Maybe that did something. Oh, forgot to pump my bulb over here. Dang it. Try it again. Oh, I didn't like that. A little bit. Let's see if I can run around to the other side and pump the bulb. 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. Yep, caught it. It doesn't sound too bad. Got a little bit of a miss, but it doesn't have the right spark plug wires on it. Or the right spark plugs, I should say. Somebody cut the ends up off and put some regular spark plugs in them. They're supposed to have a little tube that comes off the top. It threads into the wire. You see it there. It's part of the waterproofing package. See that one was arcing a little bit. You'll feel it when it gets tight. Alright, it's in neutral. Key on. A couple pumps. It's kind of weird that having that starter lever. drive in how many decades? Drivetrain. Earned its spot on a slab over there.
Well, you get those stuff out.
All right, we'll pull it around and park it, and I'll move that one. Cadillac. Alright, well, we didn't take time to make a video, but we whipped her around real quick and got her up on the slab. We'll be able to get her raised up and start working on some brakes and whatever else we need to do. But definitely needs a carb rebuild and a lot of TLC.